Hi everybody, it's Cynthia from Boris Basement, and I'm back with some new pop culture profit items to show you that we found at our latest thrift run. We do most of our thrifting on the weekends. Occasionally we slip out during the week to our local stores, but we venture further on the weekends, particularly to estate sales, which I love. So today is actually going to be a two-part haul because not only was it estate sales, but because it's 4th of July weekend, there was 50% off a lot of the thrift stores we go to. So it's a lot of stuff. We did really well today. And I have to say, though, it wasn't easy. I was ready to give up. And you probably noticed I'm having more trouble than usual talking and breathing at the same time. My back is just done in. We've been out since 10 o'clock in the morning. And when my back's done in, it makes it hard to take a deep breath. So forgive the large breaths now and then. Anyway, we went to a very unusual estate sale today in that it wasn't in an estate. It was in a retail space, but my understanding is it wasn't a retail person. It was somebody who they just owned the space. It was at a marina, so I'm thinking maybe they lived on a boat, and this was a space they just used to store things. She had $1 billion, no joke, of rubber stamps and crafting supplies. And back in the day when I was into rubber stamps, oh my God, I would have just killed for half of what was in this place. I did refrain from buying a lot of it just because there was so much I couldn't decide. And that's kind of a crazy thing about shopping sometimes is there's so much choice that I decided to stick with what we do best, although I may change my mind about that tomorrow. We also bought more things for ourselves today than we normally do. That's just because we had such good prices. So the estate sale, I'm going to try to show you group things, but some stuff might be mixed up. We spent a total of $25. I can't even believe that's all it was at the estate sale. Let me just dive right in. The first thing is actually something we bought for ourselves. So cute. Whoops, go this way. Come up further so you can see it better. This is a big garden flag. It reminds me of Mary Englebright, but I don't know if it is. Oh, it might be M.E. Inc. So I guess maybe it is Mary Englebright. I just thought it was so sweet. We need a new flag for the front yard. So right now we have Winnie the Pooh up, which our neighbor children love. And that's going to go up. So put that out of the way. This item you're going to think was the best find of the day, but oddly it really wasn't. So this is a Farrah Fawcett Majors Jill Charlie's Angels doll, the beautiful girls who live dangerously. She's still in her package. The package is in pretty good shape, all things considered. The back looks good. So you would think this would be amazing. They wanted $8 for her, but they were half price today, so I got her for $4, and $4 was about all I was willing to pay because to flip her on eBay, she really only sells for about $15, which is so sad. How are Charlie's Angels, Farrah Fawcett, actual vintage doll? How is this only worth $15? I don't get it. But I'll have to tell you while I was here. Okay, here, Kate Jackson, Sabrina. That's the one I always wanted to be on Charlie's Angels. I wanted to be Kate Jackson so much. I went to the same acting school as Kate Jackson, and she was on Dark Shadows, so I totally wanted to be Kate Jackson. I still want to be Kate Jackson. Kate, where are you? Oh, I want to be you. So that's fun. A super item. I certainly couldn't leave it behind for that price. She may be in our own collection for a little while. The next thing I want to show you is just a small portion of wool again. We have been doing so well with wool that we got at another estate sale. I know this isn't very pop culture, but like I said, crafting items, I go in and out of them. Wool that is not acrylic wool. I learned this from Nay of J&A. This is lamb's wool, and the fact that there's 3 of them, and it's funny, it's showing up very gray on the picture, but it's actually quite brown. I got these and then a whole box of natural wool, like a red color. And again, I can't price things separately because we bought it all together. So I would imagine this is at least $10 or $15 worth of wool, maybe more because it's partial lamb's wool. The rest of it, I'm thinking altogether probably have $30 worth of wool. we sold some merino wool this week for 3 skeins for $25. So, wow, we bought a lot of stuff for ourselves. We also bought this for ourselves. Look how beautiful. Honey Pure Spring candle on a pretty little stand. This person whose estate we were getting stuff from had a lot of decorative type items, a lot of candles, and a lot of things like this that were brand new and never taken out. She obviously really liked her home decor items. Hoping I'm going to be okay with this one because certain candles really activate my allergies, but I think we'll be all right. Get that one out of the way. Of all the stamping stuff, I took a chance on 2 items. And I probably shouldn't take this out of the bag because I don't think it's ever been out of its bag. This is a Stampin' Up! Die. I don't know if you'll be able to see that too well. See, they're like daisies, big giant daisies. I don't think this die's ever been used. So she had a lot of Sizzix dies, which don't seem to sell as well. These Stampin' Up! Dies, I think because they were very expensive to start with. So this person apparently was a Stampin' Up! Rep, which if you don't know is kind of like Avon for rubber stamps. So this Sizzix die, this Stampin' Up! Die does sell sometimes in the $20-$25 range. So let me just show you something here. So basically what I did, my favorite thing to do, I took this box and I loaded it with stuff. Someday I'm going to understand how this camera works. I loaded it up with stuff, and then she gave me one big price on everything. They were selling all the craft supplies in bulk, and I probably could have put a lot more items in here. And like I said, I may go back and do it tomorrow. So I bought only 2 dies. I bought that one, and I bought this Stampin' Up! Oh, actually, you know what? This is why I think that the Daisy one might have been used, because it doesn't have this cover on it. This is a set of 2 tags. Again, really nice heavy-duty Stampin' Up! Die. I think very useful die. I think was going to sell for $20-$25 as well. Another item for keeping is just a brick of Post-it notes. And the moral of this story is, when you're shopping, don't forget to buy things for yourself, for your business. This is probably a $5 to $8 pack of Post-it notes from Staples. And we got it, virtually free. If you broke down everything we bought, I maybe paid 10 cents for that, for a whole pack of really nice Post-it notes. So, yeah. And along those same lines, I grabbed these packs of tissue paper. We wrap almost everything we sell on eBay, particularly clothing, in tissue paper. So, again, I paid maybe, if I'm lucky, 10 cents each for these. They're small packs. I wouldn't normally buy, this kind of thing. I usually buy tissue in large bulk. But they were really cute, and I thought, for bulk buy, why not? Let me get some things out of this box so I can put things back in this box. All right, so we're going to put that back in there. This. I'm missing something. I just remembered where it is. It's in the car. Oh, well. Okay, guess you're not going to see that today. So, we did so much shopping. It's in the box of wool. Remember, she put those other labels there. My husband's going to go get it from me. This was one of the first things. So when I found the Charlie's Angels doll, I also found these. So there's 3 Barbie outfits. This is actually an outfit for Stacy. Feelin' Fun. Put my glasses on for a second and see if there's a date on these. I do fairly well with doll clothes. 1997, this one says. I do fairly well. Actually, it might be 87. My eyes are really bad. This one's 97. I think the other 2 I'm going to show you are 87. I do like Barbie clothes. Doll clothes in general do well in bulk because you can usually get them fairly cheap unless you're someplace that goes, ooh, Barbie clothes are worth a ton. Because they're not all worth a ton. So, yeah. Hang on, he's handing me. So look at this crazy, those of you, Meme and Marcus box of, hang on. So this is the rest of the yarn that we got. It's very old looking. If you can see the name of it, Avanti, and There's the side. So yeah. Anyway, it looks really vintage, but it's real wool, so it should do well for us. Sorry, I'm getting really distracted here. Okay, so where was I? Oh, Barbie clothes. So Barbie clothes in the package. Again, not huge sellers. I think these, again, might go for about $10, $14. I'm probably going to put them together unless I find that this individual outfit sells for a lot. I got that one. And then I got this Barbie, very 1980s outfit. Came from this set. And another outfit from that same set. Ooh, look at that. Barbie's sexy negligee. Oh, Barbie. My gosh. I wonder what the name of that one is. Oh, wait. They do have names. Hang on. Gotta look this up. So this one, oh no, it's just called Fashion Fun. It doesn't have a name. But it's quite cute. This outfit. Oh, this one actually is from 1984. This one's from 87. I thought they'd be closer because the packaging was similar. And then this one actually was newer, Stacy Doll. So very good. I'm very happy with those. I think they should do well. Again, I give them, I haven't decided yet, but I think they're going to do well. These I could not resist. So if you know what these are before we get too far. So here we have, this is one of those coin purse things. If you were a kid, when I was little, we all had these rubber coin purses. My sister Linda, if you're watching, I bet you'll remember these. They were like little red squeezy purses, and we'd keep your money in them because we didn't have much money, so you could fit them in. They're about this size. So this is a mummy squeezy coin holder, and he is from a short-lived TV show. Obviously, this is a, I want to say it's Burger. Oh, it's a Carl's Jr., even harder to find. Carl's Jr. item from Erie, Indiana. Remember that? Do you remember that show? So that was a crazy, oh, you know what? Maybe I'm wrong. I assumed it was Erie. No, it does. I can't read my glasses. Even with my glasses, I can't read. So Erie, Indiana was this really funny sort of kidsy show, kind of like Are You Afraid of the Dark? Kind of a little Goonies-esque about this kid who lived in this strange town that all these weird things happened. It was an early Fox show. She actually had 2 of those, and I grabbed them. I didn't look them up. I don't know what they're worth, but they were mummy faces from Erie, Indiana. A TV show, wasn't going to leave them behind. Next. Okay, so these were kind of a wild card. I'm trying not to pick up things that sell for a couple of dollars because they're just, by the time we pack them and ship them, it's a lot of time invested. So try to find things I can group. However, I found these. I just thought these were super duper. These are little rub-ons. Yeah, these are rub-on transfers with old Halloween designs. Look at that one. And, they might have some more value on their own, or maybe I'll group them. I don't know. Because I also got a few other, these are, so I believe these are prints that you cut out. You can see it comes from Art Chicks Studio, and they're designed to cut out and do something with. So these are designed to be tags. Are these hysterical or what? Look at these. So Glamour Girl, cupcake treats for you, I love you. I don't know what they're for, but they're pretty cool. Also from that same line is this. Again, they're just cards, or you can use them to make what's called artists' trading cards and use them as backgrounds for that. There's some words and things. This one is a little bit more involved. This is hang on, the top's messed up. TJ Designs. Vintage Easter Parade Ephemera Reproductions created for custom artwork. So there's 15 sheets in here of artwork like this that you can cut. So if I can show you, the back shows you. You can kind of see, this thing doesn't focus really well. But you can see, so it's a whole bunch of pages of little cards like those that you can cut out and use. That should go by itself, that's a full pack. And then also from Art Chicks, here's some fun Pyramid Power little party hats that you can also cut out and use. Very nice. I actually would have grabbed many more of these if she had them, but those are the only ones I found. I really, really love this, but as I refuse to do any more crafting just because every time I go and I buy tons of stuff and I never use it all. I should not keep that. So next up, they had, she had a lot of Christmas collectibles, and I found a few things. Not that one first. Well, let's start with this one. So I found she had a bunch of Hallmarks. Now, the funny thing with Hallmarks is some of them are worthless, really. Like by the time you sell them, they're really not worth the shipping. And some of them are worth a lot. And the only way to know the difference is to look them up. Or no, I mean, obviously. Which was the same problem I had with the rubber stamps. Because some of those sell for quite a bit of money, but I'm not exaggerating when I say she had 200, 300 sets of stamps plus loose rubber stamps just in box after box after box, and I would have had to just find a way to sort through all of them and look them all up, which would have been impossible. So the Hallmarks, there weren't as many, and I tried to stick with my theme, if you will, which is to stick with the pop culture stuff. I left the plain other Hallmark items behind. Again, there might have been value in them, but whatever. So this one is a Howdy Doody, and when I found it, the box was empty. But I dug around in a box full of ornaments and found it. Not only did I find that, but I also found the thermos was in there too. So again, I have no idea if this thing still has any value. We have one ourselves for our tree, so I don't use this one. But it's really lovely. And again, it's TV related and it's a lovely Hallmark ornament, and I wasn't going to leave it behind. Remember, all these things I'm showing you, everything I'm showing you came from that first estate sale. So this is all part of that $25. My husband also got a huge box of page protectors. He loves his page protectors. Also all included in this same price. Excuse me while I take a sip of soda. All right. Luckily, it was nicer out today, too. It was only in the 70s. So this one, I didn't even take out of the box. So I hope it's in good shape because it was still in the box. Look at this. Dumbo Hallmark ornament. So this one, unless it's worth a ton. Look how cute. Oh, it's so funny because I just got that Dumbo. I just got that Dumbo Funko, too. Look at that. I haven't looked up it. If it's worth a ton of money, I'm probably going to put it on our eBay store for sale. Because I do like it, but oh God, I'll never get it back in the box the way it came out. Our Christmas tree is a little more sci-fi and vintage television, but I would definitely use it. If it's worth $5, I'll probably just keep it and put it on our tree. But if it's worth more than that, it's going up. So if you like it and you want it, let me know. So, oh my God, this is my favorite find. I was on the way out the door. My husband was rushing me, going, come on, come on, come on. And here's the funny thing with estate sales. I knew this estate sale company, but I didn't realize it at the time. There are estate sales that will take the box that you've brought up and go through every single item and go like 10 cents, 50 cents, 20 cents, and charge each item. Then there's ones who just look at the box, take a quick look through, and just go 5 for the box, 10 for the box, 20 for everything. So until I know that, it's difficult for me to decide what to buy. There were a lot of small Hallmark ornaments that I probably should have grabbed because she probably only would have charged me $1 or $2 on each, all told. But $1 or $2 for all of them. What am I saying? But I didn't know that at the time. And by the time we were checking out, he was already, let's go. So I think I could have gotten more. It's important that you know how your estate sale people price before you get to the register. And always have a price in your head too. That's another thing. I had a price in my head of what I thought all this should be worth, because remember, most of this stuff was not priced. I don't think any of it was priced. So I had an idea in my head of what I thought it should be worth. And as long as they come in the vicinity of that price, I'm good. Like, I don't, I'm not going to nickel and dime them or try to get them lower or anything. I just don't do that. If that's the price I was thinking, if she'd come in double that, I would have started to put some stuff back. If we were in the ballpark, I might have haggled if she was a little high, but she was right at the ballpark of where I thought I was before I added this box of things. So this box of things was like a bonus. And I'm going to have a really, 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 really hard time parting with the things in this box. So this was on the fall and Halloween shelf. I love my Halloween stuff. Let me show you some of the items that I probably will part with. Starting with this metal pumpkin. It's got a little, it's like a bell. It's got something inside. A witch's boot ornament. Yes, this is a whole box of Halloween ornaments, which I guess some people will put on a Christmas tree. I got, because I'm going to keep a couple of them, we also found while we were out thrifting today, one of those metal stands that you're supposed to like stick pictures in or something, or maybe you're supposed to hang ornaments off it. I don't know, but it was cool and it had room for 2, so I get to keep 2, maybe more. Look at this owl. So this is one of those like blown, I guess it's called blown glass, but it's that, opaque glass. I don't know if any of these are old or not. I don't think they are. A pumpkin in that same blown glass. A Frankenstein head in that same blown glass. Got to be careful here. A black hat that looks like a styrofoam. Either somebody might have handmade this or looks like a jack ball. Oh, here's another piece of that other set. A skeleton. Probably going to put those all together. Witch's hat, which I will probably put together with the witch's boot. I'm being very delicate here because it's very breakable. This funny little bat. It's just kind of styrofoamy, so he's very much like the cat. Let's see if I can put him aside. Oh, here's a witch that goes with that same set. There's a plastic thimble in there. And then my 2 favorite pieces that are staying with me. Look at this. Is that hysterical or what? I love this little devil. I love his puppy eyes. He's made out of wood. He's like a wood ball with crazy puppy eyes, a little wooden body. I need him. He's a riot. And very delicate, and my absolute other favorite, I think the devil's still my favorite. This is my second favorite. Is a real blown glass, looks like taffy ghost. He's very delicate blown glass. Again, he's got that white, like when you pull taffy. I love him. And I didn't get this while I was out today, but he sort of goes along those lines. I don't think I showed you him either. I got this week. Oops, sorry. I got this week. Haunted Mansion, one of the ghosts. Oh, you know what? Hang on to him. We'll talk about him in a minute. But I got him free with my Disney rewards. He's a Sum. If you have Disney rewards, if you buy Disney products or you go to see Disney movies, you get points, and you can turn the points in for free things. They don't even charge you shipping. They just ship them to you. Isn't that cool? Okay, let me get a sip here. All right. So that's everything, pretty much, that we got for the $25 at the estate sale. Now I want to show you what I picked up when we went to Salvation Army down to the beach towns, my favorite Salvation Army. It's the first time we ever hit it on a 50% off day. And oh my God, we must have vultured for a parking spot for 20 minutes. Like, we've had trouble parking down there before, but never like this, never. And I think it was a combination of it being 50% off day, plus they're next to a DMV, and it's the last day of the month. So probably a lot of people were in there trying to get their cars registered. It was crazy. And people kept coming in after us. We're getting parking spaces before we did. We were never in the right place at the right time. And I was about ready to give up. And thank God I didn't, because, oh my gosh, the stuff we found. So this we are keeping. Let me get my hand off it here so you can see. This way for amazing tricks and treats. Enter. Again, it's new. It's got a cool hanging chain. Thought this would just be really fun on our front gate for Halloween. And it might be fun hanging. I wish I had an office. It'd just be fun hanging around the house until then. So cute. We paid, they wanted $2.50 for it, and it was half price day, so we paid $1.25 for it. Hang on. I'm out of places to put things. Okay, this was kind of a wild card. I like to buy old software, as I find sometimes it has a lot of value, sometimes it has little value. It's kind of the nostalgia in me that makes me want to buy it. This is a golf course set. It's Mac. It is on CD-ROM, which means it's a little bit newer. It's not old floppy disk, although I saw some of these originally were on floppy disk. And I guess what it is a series of video games designed to make it like you're playing or practice playing on different famous golf courses around the world. This is the Firestone Country Club in Akron, Ohio. I don't know if anybody cares or if anybody's ever been to that golf place, but it's sealed in the box, and they wanted $350 for it, and I got it for half price, so I figured it was worth taking a chance. All right, now we're doing t-shirts. You notice a theme? I do not do this on purpose. I just seem to like the things I like happen to be on black t-shirts. They just do, because I tend to like a lot of sci-fi and horror and fantasy and TV and stuff, and I don't know why, but so much of it is on black shirts. I'm going to say this one is my favorite. I'm going to save that for later. So I always start looking in the black shirts, and I tend not to buy white shirts if I can, just because I worry about stains. So, yeah. So these were all in the $2.50 to $3 range. Salvation Army prices shirts differently, and I know that she grouped these in 3 different piles, so I know I had 3 different prices. But you can figure I paid probably no more than $3 a piece because they were all half price. This one, hysterical. Again, it's a T-Fury. If you don't know, or if you haven't been watching me forever, T-Fury is a company that takes mashups of 2 pop culture things, movies, TV shows, and puts them together. This is a mashup of a movie and a famous cartoonist, artist that was hugely popular in my time. It is The Force Side. You probably can't hear me. The Force Side. Look at that. It's all of the characters from The Far Side, mixed with, obviously, Star Wars. So funny. And it feels completely brand new. I don't think anybody's ever worn this. I think somebody got it as a gift and never wore it. This one, I understand, is a Harry Potter shirt. It is from Think Geek, another place I really like. Speak Parseltone. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right. And carry a big wand. Obviously, a Harry Potter version of Speak Softly and Carry a Big Stick. Very cute. I've actually passed on this shirt twice because I didn't want to pay full price for it at that Salvation Army, and it was still there on half price day. Dig that. This one is the science nerd in me. It is a Tesla shirt. So cool. And I didn't realize till I got home that it is from the National Atomic Testing Museum. I wrote a whole book once on Oppenheimer and Los Alamos and all that stuff that I never finished or published or did anything with, but I don't know. I had studied all this stuff, and I saw this shirt and I really liked the design on it and thought, somebody else will like that. I didn't look any of these up because, again, I've gotten to the point where on rare occasions, if it's a band or somebody I've never heard of, I might look it up, but otherwise I don't. Look what we got here, Stranger Things. So this is that hit show on Netflix, in case you don't know. It's coming back in October. And that's 11 and the boys on the front. I have another Stranger Things shirt in my store that hasn't sold, but I think it will as soon as the show comes back in October. But this is a really nice one. The art on this is super. I think it's just like a Hot Topic-y. Oh, nope, it's a Loot Crate. Oh, I should have seen that. 'Cause Loot Crate shirts, they never sell for me. But, oh well. Again, I wasn't going to leave Stranger Things behind. If it had fit my son, he would have taken it because he loves Stranger Things. I know in a previous video, I said, don't buy Knott's Berry Farm Halloween Haunt shirts because they don't sell. Even though horror sells, and Halloween haunts are hugely popular, and Universal Halloween haunt shirts sell really well, Knott's Berry Farm shirts tend not to. And I don't know if they're just too generic or there's not enough people in this world that go to the Knott's haunts, which is crazy because hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people do. However, I saw this one, I couldn't resist. So this is the front, has the little Halloween haunt there. And what I like about it, it says Not Scary Farm. It's a little bit more generic in that I don't think it has a date on it. Usually it's dated for the theme for that particular year. And then here's the back. Ooh, so scary. He's very scary and cool, and he's got like texture to him, and yeah, I mean, and that might actually glow in the dark. Like, I could not leave that behind for like $2. No, I had to buy that. So I don't know. Again, somebody out there who goes to Halloween Haunt and loves them, come buy this shirt for me, because I wanted to have a new home. And yeah. Sorry, excuse me 1 second. My allergies also get quite activated by all this stuff. So this is one, I liked the art before I realized what the art was. Let's get that tag out of the way. U.S. Armor in command. And there he is there. It's Ratfink. And on the back, it's Ratfink. And the tag. So my little hip here is Ed Roth, the creator of Ratfink. And the fact that this little original loop is still here, the tag is not here, but the loop is, tells me somebody's probably never worn this shirt. It's very soft. It's really fun. Oh, it's also got the Ratfink logo on the sleeve. So cute. Okay, a couple more. Then we're going to take a break. This one, you're going to have to correct me. This is a shirt woot, which is very much like T-Fury. They tend to be, I think shirt woot tends to me to be a little bit more out there. They do, yeah, more literary stuff and things like that. So I love the art on this. So it's Wizard of Oz with Totoro. Is that what that is? Am I saying it right? So Totoro is the Cowardly Lion. Brown shirt, very unusual, gorgeous Wizard of Oz characters. I love that one. And I didn't say I start most shirts in the $14 to $19 range, depending. Again, if there's something rare, I will sell them as low as $10 for most if they've sat around a while and nobody's bought them. But I'd say on average I get $14 for most of my shirts, and I pay about $3 for them, and it's about $3 to ship them, depending. So $6. You know, probably $8 with fees invested in any shirt. So I'm pretty much doubling my money in the $14, $15 range, and then some shirts will go up to $25. So this one, Drop Beats Not Bombs. That's The Office. I think that's Dwight from The Office. I don't always pick up The Office shirts, but I liked that this one was from the NBC Experience store. That tag is kind of fading a little bit, but I also like that it said Drop Beats Not Bombs. I thought that was kind of fun. Two more. This one I don't know what it is, but I love the art. So this is Teespring, which is like T-Fury and Shirt Woot. This is the shirt. So it says, I'm not sure what it says. Never Lucky. Furson buys. And then that's the face. Again, I should have looked it up before I came on, but I didn't. If you know what it is right off the top of your head, tell me in the comments. It's probably a joke or a mashup. I don't think it's a mashup. I think it's a joke off of a movie, probably a movie or a TV show. It felt vaguely Walking Dead-ish because of the swords. Oh, and it says Dad at the bottom. And it's got like music and salt shakers and role player. It says role player. I don't know what it is, but it's a really cool piece of art, and I figured again take a chance for $2. Okay, we're going to finish with my favorite shirt of the day. So much so, it makes me want to cry because I really would love to wear it, but I would have to lose like 200 pounds, 300 pounds. I'd have to lose everything. I'd have to be 10 years old again to fit in this shirt. And I'm tempted to have it framed. And I go, oh, that's how much I love this shirt. So Remember this guy? Here we go. Now, this is not just any. So my little guy's the guy in the middle there. This is not just any Haunted Mansion shirt from Disneyland. First of all, these characters, I'm sure, are glow in the dark. They're made of, you can feel the texture on them. It's got kind of a sticky feeling. So I know all of this, the writing and the characters, glow in the dark. And then I love this version of the Haunted Mansion itself. Beautiful. And then look at this. A cast exclusive collection shirt. So you could only get the shirt if you worked at the park. Sadly, it's a small. And again, it looks like no one has ever worn this shirt. Oh, here. And also on the sleeve. Let me open the sleeve up for you. It says, whoops, since 1969. I think somebody got this, again, either didn't fit in it or they got it as a gift for somebody who didn't want it, didn't wear it, and they turned it into the thrift store because it has never been worn. I want to wear it. I don't wear it. I want to hang it on the wall. That's what I want to do. I was at a place that had t-shirts hanging up that had like a t-shirt shaped frame, which is a little much. I feel like I just want to frame this shirt. Oh, what if I framed this shirt and hung it in the bedroom, and at night when we went to sleep, the ghosts would glow. That's so fun. I might try that tonight and see. So, absolute favorite find of the day is this Haunted Mansion shirt. Again, we live near Disneyland, so we do tend to get a little more of this Disney stuff. I bought even more Disney stuff. I just realized it's not here. I have another bag somewhere in the car out there. There's more stuff. I bought a whole box of Calico Critters or Sylvania family critters and little furniture and stuff. I got a cardboard box. Always look at the boxes at the stores. Big cardboard box of vintage wooden salt shakers shaped like weird things. I'm going to show you those later because it's a big box full of them. I got McDonald's tote bags that look like French fry boxes. A couple more t-shirts. 5 or 6 video games that my son is going to sell on his account. I did buy for myself Saving Mrs. Banks, I think it's called. The Tom Hanks movie about Mary Poppins. I've never seen that. And I found that on Blu-ray for half price, so $2.50. It looks like a brand new Blu-ray. My husband picked up Terminator 1, which oddly we don't have on DVD. So strange because we have all the other Terminators on DVD, but we don't have that one. Oh my gosh, we grabbed that too. And that's, like I said, that's not everything that we got this week. But everything you see here was in the $50 range. So even with lunch, we had a really profitable day out. And even during the day, we sold 4 t-shirts while we were out, which pretty much paid for everything I got here. So that's what I got. I'm exhausted. Did you go thrifting today? Are you going to go thrifting this weekend? Leave me a comment. Whenever you're watching this, you could be watching this a year from now, and you've been thrifting. So go ahead and leave me a comment. Tell me about the things you found, or link me up to your haul videos. I would love to see them. And if you have questions about selling pop culture items in your eBay store, or buying pop culture items, or because you're a collector, especially if you're a collector of TV memorabilia, I love that stuff, go ahead and ask. Let's start a conversation. Let's talk about it. All right. That's what I got for right now. Thanks for hanging out with me today and looking at all the goodies that I got, from my Dumbo to my this. Oh no, we'll go out on my other favorite. To my little guy here. Oh, so cute. Oh, so that's it. I'm going to head out, and I will be back in another couple of days probably with the second part of this haul video. Have a great rest of your day.